G'day folks, Jim Langlands here from FX Charts with the currency outlook for Wednesday the 6th of June for the Finance News Network. Well, the Euro was trading up at 125, went up there on the Tokyo Open, stayed up around 125 and a quarter for most of the day, but as soon as Europe got in there was more bad news out, led by the Spanish government complaining about being locked out of the debt market given the high rates they're forced to pay. So the euro fell from 125 and a quarter down to 124.10, pretty sharpish, and really spent the rest of the day consolidating around the lows. Elsewhere, Cyprus looks as though that's going to need a bailout, given the banking systems there is heavily invested in Greece. There was a G7 conference call that really came to much ado about nothing. So the euro has stayed heavy. It's locked in a range between 124 and 125 at the moment, and I think that's probably going to remain to be the case for the Asian session at least. The Aussie, that's squeezed up to 98.02 after the rate cut yesterday. A few shorts got squeezed out there. But as the euro came off, then so did the Aussie. The Aussie got down to 97.10. Once again, much like the euro, that's pretty much consolidated towards the bottom end of its range. It's trading around 97.40.50 at the moment, and probably be fairly quiet this morning. The yen was talked lower by Azumi, making the usual rhetorical statements how the strong yen's hurting the Japanese economy. That saw the short-term traders buy a few dollars back, and dollar yen's trading up around 78 3/4. Dollar Swiss really just followed the euro around, and cable was thin, pretty skittish. It's UK long weekend over there, but the outlook for cable remains pretty soft, I think. Really, it's going to be a consolidation pattern today for most currencies, although looking ahead, we've got the Australian GDP number later on this morning. A rise of 0.6 from last quarter's 0.4% reading is expected. Anything lower than that will probably see the pressure come on the Aussie on the downside again. Then later in the day we've got the ECB rate decision. No changes expected there. And we've also got the EU GDP. So that's about it. I don't expect too much directional movement today. But certainly not through Asia, but we may get a bit of a change once Europe get in. If you want to see a more comprehensive outlook on the markets, do the usual, go to the website www.fxcharts.com.au, and apart from that, please just remember that as usual, any outlook here is a personal view only, not meant to be used as trading advice. That's really about it, so have a very good day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Cheers.